Devil Dog Fishing. So, welcome to another episode. Today, kind of go over what happened yesterday, what I did out on the water yesterday, what was successful, what wasn't. Kind of where I'm at today. Kind of been at the boat for a couple hours now. Some housekeeping on the boat. Man, it's a lot of work, but it's fun. So yesterday I went out on the river, and one of the things I think people make mistakes in, or even I do all the time, is you get locked into a lure, you get locked into a color because it's working. But there's a point in time where you need to move off. And so yesterday I was throwing my wacky rig. And that's what I've been tearing it up on, that, and a June bug color. Yeah, I'm not going to show you this whole bag because then y'all are going to, but also, I don't know if you can see the color in there, but a color like that, dark colors. If you go through my tackle box, this year I've kind of changed. Went from basically most of my tackle box was always white colors. It didn't matter what it was. All white, silver, shiny, flashy. And last year, a couple things it did to me as well. One, I wasn't catching fish like some of the other guys. I just showed you a frog, but last year, some of these guys are throwing black frogs. I just have always got it in my head, shiny, bright. That's not always the case. So now, over the winter, I went to the dark side, and I worked on the wacky rig, and I'm sitting there and I'm not hitting anything, and I'm like, well, the weather's changing, it's getting warmer, and colors change. So I actually went to a white. Actually, hold on a second there. There you go. That's what I went to right there. That's a wacky rig. Just a white Senko. Boom, 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 boom. And as soon as I went to that, got my first bite, and they were hitting, obviously white. I used that for the rest of the day, and for the last hour and a half, 2 hours, that's where I got my 3 fish, 2 bites, and I lost, had to be a minimum 3, probably 4-pounder. I got it up to the boat. That thing was so big at first, I thought maybe it was a catfish, but then I got it up, it turned to the side, and that thing was long. So, I don't know, but in the shade, all in the shade. Down in the Occoquan, they've got the trees now with the leaves coming out, kind of create, you got to skip it under there. But anytime I can, and there was one little inlet where there's like it's like kind of like the mountainside, I guess you'd say, is all rock, and then there's this little inlet, and it was all, so I threw it right in there, and I didn't even feel it. He must have hit it as it was going down, because the first reel, I'm like, damn it, I'm snagged. And then I'm like, no, that's a fish. So he hit it, like I said, as soon as it hit the water. But that's the thing, you got to let these, what I do is I let it sink to the bottom. Sometimes, and I should have done this yesterday, probably earlier when I was out over in Quantico. Probably put a weight in the end, to the other one that I was using, to have it sink a little bit quicker, because it's windy this weekend. You got a lot of people not going out. They got a small craft advisory. I had planned to go out today, but there's so much. I got here yesterday, I threw so much in here. I didn't expect to run the boat like I did yesterday, but when I started it literally sounded like a new engine. And I mean, I got an extra 6-7 miles per hour, which is huge. And my engine's peeing a lot more, which is a good thing. But that stream I'm like, wow. The thing was drinking all night long. But that was the ticket yesterday. So I'm probably going to stick with the white for right now. Nice thing about it, matter of fact, yesterday was the first time I've ever gone through a whole bag of worms. And I've got O-rings, and I'm like, but I got some similar ones, but I got so many other baits. So what I'm doing today is I wanted to get out on the river, but I needed to get stuff organized. I got my trolling motor adjusted because I don't know what the hell happened to it yesterday, but something in the front broke off, so I had to adjust it. That's just got to get me through this year, anyways. Give me to Christmas, and that thing's going anyways. Because, like I said, I want the spot lock organized. I don't keep my tackle on my boat, so I don't think I have to worry about it. It is, it's locked, it's light. I'm in a really lighted area right by the office, so this would be like the dumbest place. So, they do have cameras, but I mean, let's see. Yeah, right there's the office. So, I mean, I just got too much money, so in lures. So it is work to unload, load. You never know what you want to bring. Try to go light, and then you just keep bringing more. So I got the trolling motor. I still haven't gotten my bumpers adjusted. Let me get this over here. Basically, there's some tides where when you're up on the water and come on. Got to get these adjusted, otherwise your boat's banging up. Still need to check the oil and put oil in it. And then I've rigged up the most important thing. I've been rigging up all my lines. Some of my reels and stuff, the lines are in bad shape, so I took off 3, redid 3 of them. I've got it all lined up. It's getting that time of year where, so this is what I'm gonna have. I only have, what do I have, 2, 3, I have 5 poles with me. I do keep 2 or 3 poles on the boat, but those are the cheap poles. I mean, if somebody breaks in and steal those poles, okay, it's $50, big deal. This thing was bright white, but thing is I cast it here in the parking lot through the dirt. But I think it's buzzbait season. I think it's getting to be there. I think we've had enough warm weather, or getting warm enough. I mean, I was thinking about it this morning. Usually by this time, my daughters have moaned and groaned about the AC a couple times, and we haven't even come close to turning the AC on. I woke up this morning, I'm still thinking maybe the heat on at night. I don't know. The other thing I got rigged up, and this is sad, I'm getting to the point where I just got so many poles. I got enough. I don't have to switch lures on a pole. I just switch to a different setup. Frog season. I think we're getting close to that. And again, I'm going to go with the whites. Now, I have used this one because it had some string on it from last year. But the one thing I did learn last year, and I hadn't done it to this one, is you can see the tails. I think it was Kevin Van Dam that did the show, that I saw this on one of his shows. But he takes one side. I'm going to do this over this plastic cover right here. Trims it up. So one side's shorter than the other. That way, if you're trying to get that tic-tac motion, it helps out, and it actually does. So, but otherwise, it's just doot, sit, doot, sit. And then like any other top water, when you see it bite, the hardest thing to do is say to yourself, wait. Problem is so many people with the top water, they see the fish bust on it and they yank it. Well, they yank it when the fish is busting on it, but they ain't got it in its mouth yet. You literally, it's a discipline. That's probably, and that's why with these, they're hard to hook up to begin with just because of how the hooks are. One of the things some people will do, and I do it too, is I'll take some pliers and I'll bend them back a little, just a tad bit, and then out just a tad bit. That way they hookup ratio is a little bit better. But I still do it, especially the first couple ones of the year, because you go all winter, you go months without a topwater bite, and then you see that fish bust on your lure, and you're like, dude. So patience. And then I am also rigging up. What do I got? Oh yeah, so that one's the wacky rig. I do have some shaky heads I'm going to rig up. Basically, shaky head. I got it rigged up over there. I got something else. This isn't 100% what I've got rigged up, but it gives you kind of the basic idea. So this way, when it drops down like this. So I ran, and I got a bigger one over there. I ran into these, and I was like, there wasn't many of them, and I didn't see them at the other dicks, nor did I see them at Cabela's, and I'm like, I gotta get some of those. So Yamamoto, the Yamamoto Craws. These things look sick. So we got the Fire Craw. Should have bought them all because there weren't that many of them left. Got the Green Pumpkin. Black with blue flake. I love the size of these things. Yamamoto makes good stuff. They're expensive, but can't go wrong with them. I use everything. I use Yamamoto. I use Guggen. I do have missile baits. I use Zoom. I've got Bass Pro Shops, Yum. You know, there's nothing that I don't use. And to be quite frank, there's some stuff I like in some brands, and I don't. And like Flukes. Flukes, Zoom, all the way for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I use them all the time. But otherwise, there's other things like the Senkos. I'll go anywhere. So then so we're going to try to head out. I don't know if I'm going to end up heading out today. Got to get oil in there, which will only take a few minutes. I'll probably clean off the rest of the boat, get it locked up. Even if I do go out, it looks like it's a small craft advisor, so I'll probably only go out in a Pohick and go in there. If not, I saw some fishing down at Lake Anna today, this morning. Guy was caught some really nice ones before the crowds, he said, came in the afternoon. I think the Potomac, with the small craft advisors, that may chase a lot of people out, except for Pohick Bay, Occoquan, because it's like Belmont Bay. It can stay calm in there. Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody has a good, happy, safe Memorial Day weekend. We're going to do some more fishing. I did get the GoPro out. I filmed a bunch of stuff yesterday. I think I got one fish on there, and then I think it went dead. And at that point, I had caught one fish, just switched over, and I was kind of working my way in, so I didn't put my other battery in just to keep it going. Should have, because everything kind of lit up after that. I have no clue if I'll get that out there. I got to figure out how to edit. So if somebody knows how to edit and wants to help me, I really don't even want to get anything too special. I just want to cut it out, maybe do a minute or two before the fish, a minute or two after the fish, and then go on to the next one, and then speed it up going out and speeding it up coming in, and that's about it. I think that's all I've got for right now. Tournaments, not going to end up doing any this weekend. The only tournaments around this weekend are a good distance away. 4 hours away in Central Virginia, and then there's 4.5 hours down in North Carolina. Thought about it. Tempting. I think if I didn't get out on the river last night, I probably would have. I got home last night and I was wired. I think I got an hour's sleep. I think I finally fell asleep at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I was just thinking about everything I needed to do. There goes the pole. Lines, oil, get the boat ready. So much easier when you got two people. You can get through stuff a lot quicker, housekeeping a lot quicker. It's if you don't get to store it at your home, it makes it harder because you got to lug everything around, pack, unpack. I'm starting to leave some of the cheaper stuff in there, but I still two small. I'll bring two small tackle bags. I got a backpack and then I got a small tackle. I'll put some stuff in there, but now majority of what I bring is hooks and plastics. So we'll see how it goes, but I hope everybody has a good, safe Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for watching. If you want to click subscribe, go ahead. If you want to like it, go ahead. I don't know if you can comment or not, but if you can, go ahead. See you next time. Semper Fi. Hoorah, devil dog!